Hey guys, Lech here. Today, a 2-year check-in on my DIY sauna. It's a couple months away from the first time I lit it up, so I figure I'd do it early, 2-year check-in, show you guys how it's holding up. Let's go. If you are new to my channel, this is the sauna I built myself a couple years ago now. We have a little gazebo set up. So before we do the outside, let me show you the inside. Everything was hand built. Got some rough cut lumber, got some tools to make it all work, and this is the outcome, right? It's mainly pine, some cedar, but as you see, everything's still holding up nicely. Door is 1-inch boards on both sides, all assembled with 3/8 inch tempered glass, so strong, heat resistant, and all that. Not that it matters in this room. Sauna room, sure. Well, that's this room, nothing crazy. This is just the changing room and to try to keep the heat in. All the lights work still, everything's working as you see. And then this is the sauna. I'm gonna light it up in a minute, show you guys how hot it gets and how everything's still functioning. But as you see, 2-year check-in, everything's still holding up nicely. This is the only thing, that's because it's pine. It is gonna start bleeding, you wanna say, right? It's not bad. If it gets too thick, once the sauna's lit up, you can just wipe this up, scrape it up. Right now it's solid. It is like 20 degrees outside too. Glass is all holding up solid, no issues there, no issues with the leaks. Benches are cedar, and so are these walls. So as you see, there's no problem with any wood leaking. If you can afford cedar, go cedar. Benches, everything's holding up. I had as many as 5 grown men on this bench, so it can handle the weight. No problem there. This was the design. I have all the videos for all the sections of the sauna posted. You can check out my channel, check out the links below, or check out the playlist for the entire sauna build. Got the drain over there that I don't think I ever used yet, but it's there if we need it. I wanted to do the salt blocks all around, but they are not cheap, so this is all I went so far with. And it looks nice, right? Stove is a beast, no issues there. I'll do a separate check-in on this guy, the Morrison Stove Company. I'll put a link to it below. Definitely recommend this for any sauna build, mobile or backyard or whatever, off-grid. Vents, I will be making these for sale. I know you guys have been contacting me a lot. Want to get some. I will try, when it gets a little warmer, we'll try to make them available for sale. I'll put a link below. This thermometer that I mentioned before from Germany, the Fisher, works amazing. Lights, electricity, no issues there. What else? The benches still sliding. Everything still moves. You can put them away and all that. No problems there. And the chimney setup. This is the single pipe setup, meaning not insulated, right? It gives me extra heat up in there. Everything's holding up fine. 2 years now, no issues with the stove or the piping or the chimney. Did videos on how to set all this up as well. Tiles, everything's holding up nicely, nothing's coming off, so the heat is not affecting it, so I'm happy about that. And the floor, solid. Maybe gotta clean the grout a little bit, but no big deal. It's a sauna. Use it, abuse it, right? That's its purpose. Creates heat. It's nice in here. No cracks anywhere. Everything's holding up nicely. So that's that. We'll come back here when I get the fire going, heat this up. Today's weather might probably take an hour and a half or so to get it pretty hot. So we'll get back to that. This door's still solid. This is the type of lock I got on here. So that holds it nicely. These are some infrareds I just set up here for people that really can't do the high heat. So got a little bench here set up for that. And that's really it for the inside. Nothing crazy, but everything's holding up strong. No issues. Let me know if you have any questions about anything, but I'm pretty sure I showed everything. And let's go outside. All the electrical still works just fine. Ice bath, gotta have it. The morning routine. I just recently finally invested in this thick 2-inch cover, foam or whatever's in there. So it makes my life a lot easier in the mornings. I don't have to take that wooden board off anymore, or those thin covers that basically always sink in if it rains or something. It's just annoying. This one keeps the rain out, keeps the ice really from freezing too hard, so you know, you're not fighting every morning breaking up big chunks of ice. We'll see when it gets to like teens though, but so far this cover's been amazing. And this is the little gazebo setup. No issues, everything's holding up nicely. Still gotta stain it. I did stain everything outside just once. Honestly, if you want this to last for years to come, gotta do it. A couple more coats, so we'll get to that. It is getting a little gray up top here, as you see. So I definitely wanna maybe give it a little fresh finish with the burn torch. And then we'll give it a couple stains when it gets warmer. Like I said, windows are all solid, no issue there. All the seals, the silicones I use for high heat, holding up nicely. I added these solar lights, light up nice at night. Then this is the back end of the stove. This is the 2-in-1, meaning you have entrances to the stove from the inside and the outside, so you can load it up either way. And this thing is holding up beautifully as well. It's a beast. Got the Sauna's had us 250, 260. No problem there. No need to go that hot, but it is possible. The vents, no issues there. That's really it, guys. I'm gonna light this thing up, show you guys. Oh yeah, the chimney, all solid up there. I'm gonna light it up, show you guys it in action, and that's gonna be in for the check-in. Then come May, April, May, we'll do an official 2-year review when it's a little warmer of this. So for getting my Sauna fire going, I don't use anything crazy. Some paper or cardboard, shove that in there. Some dry boards. Smaller pieces probably preferably, but these should light up just fine. And then we'll get this going. And that will be it. Just doing this job. We don't have to go outside if you want to load it up from the inside. That's the beauty about this dual oven. And let's keep going. Alrighty, let's go check in on the sauna. Should be good to go now. 2:20, almost 2:30, which is honestly perfect. Any hotter and you can't sit that long. With 2:20, 2:30, you can be about 10 minutes. Get a nice sweat in. So now, since I have it heated up, I'm also gonna crack my vents a little bit. So I have some ventilation here. Not too much, but like that, just so we got a little bit of airflow. I'll get my sauna hat. Now let's get to business. Alright, got my favorite sauna hat. That's a must, especially if you don't want hot sauna, meaning like over 220 and so. Protect your head, don't overheat. You know, you want to heat up your body, not your head. Anyway, I'm gonna pop a little water on here and enjoy your session. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. I'm gonna do a follow-up in a couple months, maybe more detail, have a little guideline. This one was all over the place. But any questions, comments you wanna hear next time, let me know and I'll take care of it. Besides that, thanks for watching guys, hope this is helpful. I'm gonna enjoy my sauna now, jump in the ice bath in a minute. Have a good night. Thank you.